man, guys. The first round of the draft happened last night, and Gravy's coming hot like he hopping off the griddle, dude. Pull up on a kid if you want to get belittled. And we got our guy. Oh! You guys, last night when the Lions, when Roger Goodell shuffled his corporeal form out onto the stage and said that the Detroit Lions, with the 17th overall selection in the 2026 NFL Draft, select Blake Miller, tackle out of Clemson. Oh, you might as well have called me Cole Trickle from the amount of victory laps I was taking. You guys, not only was I taking victory laps, but I was taking victory laps in a horse-drawn carriage, okay? And those two horses were my predictions last year of Tater Ratledge and the ascension of Jack Campbell. Why you are not subscribed to the Hat and Beard Show, guys? I am telling you exactly what the Lions are going to do and what to expect. I have a mind meld with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. I know what they're doing. I speak what these guys are telling you. I have told you guys for weeks now, that Blake Miller was the pick. I have the catalog to prove it. I have the thumbnails to prove it. I have been telling you guys that Blake Miller at 17 is exactly what was going to happen. We have done multiple mock drafts where I prepared you. Did we not do infinite thought exercises telling you that we're not going to trade? There's not going to be a trade. No one wants to dance with us. We're not going to be able to trade. And looky who was riggedy right about everything. Oh boy, taking me a little victory lap, but it all comes trickling down to sobriety here when you realize that, guess what, guys? I can sing and dance and wave my little I was right hat and roll around everyone in my little I was right boat. But what kind of growth do we see out of that? Exactly. People are still going to subscribe and overbloat and overinflate the value and input of a company like Woodward Sports, who clearly they don't know what the flying fuck they're talking about half the fucking time. But you know what, guys? You're here. I appreciate that, dude. What's up, Derek? How you doing, bro? Yeah, dude, we all called Miller. You guys, and that's the other thing, guy. I can sit here and take my victory lap as much as I want. You guys, if you recall last night, I had questions with you guys in the chat. I distinctly remember asking you guys, who do you think, not who do you want, right? But I would say, who do you think we're going to take? And just Miller. I really think that you guys understood, really seen the big picture here. What do we constantly say? Availability is the best ability. Iron Man behavior, Dan Campbell guy. They have so much tape on him. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was Keegan-Michael Key should have announced the pick. Bala came. Dude, that would have been, if he'd have came out there and just like slid shit off, and he's like, oh my God, we'll send him down to Principal O'Shag Hennessy's office. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we would have known. If he came out in character like that, we would have known that it was Block A. Miller right off the rip, dude. But guys, look, we knew it. I'm glad that you guys understood what was needed, what was gonna happen. I'll be honest, when the Browns kind of moved around at the 6th spot, I was like, okay, this is getting a little goofy. You know what I mean? This could be a little goofy. And we'll discuss kind of how the draft shook out. I don't want to get too much into it. The crash out on Woodward yesterday was fucking stupid. I used to believe the heavies understood this team. The people want to be mad. It's crazy. Yep, Derek, I seen their reaction. Their big party, watch party, and the live reaction. There's a reason why I don't follow them anymore. Why I don't subscribe to the channel. I used to be a paid member of Woodward Sports, dude, but it's just not my brand, dude. I don't like it. And like you say, they're doing that thing, man. They're doing that thing where it's not about content, it's about clicks. How can we generate clicks? What is the most outlandish stuff that we can say to generate clicks, dude? And it's no longer about being, actual analyst actually telling you what's going on or giving you their honest opinion. They're just saying whatever they want to say to be the most outlandish. You guys, if you followed Woodward Sports on Twitter, those guys were standing for Reuben Bain Jr. so hard. And I do not understand how anybody could look at the Reuben Bain situation and go, yeah, that's a Detroit Lion guy. That's a Dan Campbell. Did you hear him talk? That who in the Lions organization talks like that? Exactly. There is a psych profile, there is a player profile, there is a character profile. And when you take a step back and just go, hey, I'm gonna look at it from those three standpoints, Blake Miller emerges over everybody else. Okay, so it was pretty evident. It was pretty obvious what we were going to do right from the jump. You know what I mean? Woodward Sports is a bunch of Yep, they are. I'm friends with Darren. Neil is okay. The rest of it, gotcha. That makes sense, Brent. And you know what, dude? I actually like Neil. I've always liked Neil Rule's takes, man. I like his take because he thinks in big picture stuff. Money, you know what I mean? Futures, you know? A couple years ago, just opinions with no knowledge. Yeah, Rick, exactly, dude. They're just, it's all fluff. It's all fluff. And I'm not trying to, Easy stands by Miller, so he's cool. Good, dude. Easy, you know, I like Easy. What would you look at that? We drafted a tackle. I guess that must have been a position. Look, all right, Woodward or Edward. That's pretty good, dude. I'll give you that. Dude. In fact, at one point, my neighbors last night heard me yelling out the window, going, "I can hear Raw crying from here," as his guys just went off the board, dude. But yeah, man, it's empty content, bro. And I'm not making accusations, okay? But recently, I'm kind of into the YouTuber sphere of things, right? I would be willing to bet that a company like Woodward, who blatantly steals people's content, probably buys some views. Okay, I have no proof other than a lot of larger platforms that have regular live shows. They buy their viewership, right? They buy fake views. It's kind of most recently Clavicular. Clavicular is one of those people, and then they also pay in for what's called a clipping campaign. If you guys were to go on Discord and look up /clipping, you can pay people for these what's called a clipping campaign. And it's like, you know, a couple $100 if you hit this threshold. You know what I'm saying? And what they do is then these clippers go and run like 100 separate channels that just oversaturate the market with clips of your content. That's what a lot of, you know, these out of nowhere guys, most notably Clav, has been doing it. You know what I mean? Yes, Mr. Detroit City. Preach, dude. Exactly, bro. They copy and paste shorts, steal segment names. Yep, 100%. I don't think Brad will do it for Worth such an underwhelming draft class. What if he stays put and didn't get a third? You know, Edward, I'm kind of thinking we're just sitting. I honestly, dude, I really do think we're sitting put. I think we're sitting put at 50, seeing how the board shakes out. There are a lot of people still out there that we can that will slide, right? I am kind of licking my chops about a Jacob Rodriguez, about it. I really want DJ Parker, or even a Halsey at 50. This draft is go get your guy. Don't fiddle fuck ass around. If you got a round 3 grade on a guy and he's there in the second round and you're not, don't fart around, don't get cute, pull the trigger, get your guy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where we're at here. Well, what a typo. I don't know what that last one was. That type supposed to mean, but was such an underwhelming class. Maybe Brad stays put. It doesn't. Yeah, no, I figured that's what you meant, dude. Easy sells his ass for cheeseburgers in the drive-thru. Yeah, dude, they're like, yes, 100% Mr. Detroit City. Yes, they're like a Barstool ripoff, dude. Yeah. They have been reported many times, but I'll take it until they actually grow a fake network to get sued. Yeah, dude, yeah. Who's been burning books, tries to sell. Bro, a lot of Detroit Lions YouTubers steal stuff from each other and try to put their own spin on it. It's just part of what it is. I don't do that, do I? I don't watch any other Lions content. Like, okay, I will be honest. I will be 100% transparent with you guys. This article we're about to go through, I have already seen it covered. There is one football YouTuber that I do watch, and I'll watch him, you know, in the off season because I really like his takes, man. And look, this is saying something because this kid, he is the enemy, dude. But I did see Football Analytics covered this article already. But he's a smart kid. I really like his takes. But I don't really watch, like, in the mornings, dude. I don't watch football content. I start my morning off from 7 to 8 with Before the Noise over on Rumble with Chad Prather. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I catch up from the Monday, Wednesdays. And then on Saturdays, I catch up on the Friday episode of the John Doyle Show while I work out from 8 to 9. And then from 9 to 10, it's kind of a spattering of like maybe some Bridget Fetisi or some Sydney Watson or some Philion. I like to watch Philion in the morning, dude. I like his clips in the morning. But I'm going to be real, dude. You guys are pretty much just getting like just my straight on take, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hit that like and subscribe to the Hat and Beard Show and ring the bell for breaking Detroit Lions news. Bro. Dude, Ryan Allen, my guy, brother. Appreciate that, dude. Really appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, who's there? The third again this week of a draft class, and the chances that Brad gives away his 2 fourths and the fifth for a third. Edward, if you're again, I am so happy that we got Miller that if it's in the third round. All right, so it's third round and the Lions are just watching cats fly off the board. Say let's just for argument's sake, let's just say the Lions go, you know, Parker at 50 somehow or Rodriguez 50 at somehow, right? And you're sitting there in the third round and you're just like you're just watching guys go and Bud Clark is just getting there. If you can pick up the phone and fire off 2 fourths to strike and go get Bud Clark, I'm all about that shit, bro. I'm all about that shit, dude. I'm so happy that we got Blake Miller that I'm not pounding my fists on the table saying we got to walk out of here with Sam Roush. Now I'm kind of like, hey, I got my guy. Oh, we can kind of let the tight end play out however it wants. You know, if y'all want to fuck around and take people and let Oscar Delp go ahead and fall, fine. You want to sit around and wait in the 5th round, 6th round, take a Klein? Sure. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, dude. Dare thinks everybody steals his content. That's why everyone's trying to make money out of his pocket. You make like 25 cents a video. Shut up. Some dude that got drunk off Hennessy and cried live. Yeah, dude. And the other thing is like stealing content, bro. It's just not worth it, dude. The amount of work you have to do, like fuck all that, bro. This draft had 150 players deep. Our picks are 118, 128, and possibly 157. Will be worth keeping. Yeah, Brent. I'm with you on that, dude. I'm with you on that. I think I am content with the Lions sitting where they're at now. I really do think we hit it out of the park. Guys, real quick, let's. Oh, damn! This is the longest monologue ever, dude. Let's go ahead and like, subscribe, stuff, things. What's up, Reffy? How you doing? Wood Express has 100K followers, but I rarely see over 400 live followers. Yeah, dude, last night there was 3K because of the draft. Yeah, Reffy, and that's the other thing. You can kind of extrapolate like the amount of concurrent viewers that they have to real-time subscriptions. And my model to that is if you compare and contrast like an actual authentic show like Timcast IRL, who regularly has between, 20 to 40,000 live viewers on the off season of politics, that's authentic. Whereas I see Woodward, 100,000 follower channel oversaturates the market. They run it like a news program, right? Constant shows, constantly grinding. You should be hitting at least 1,000 concurrent viewers in your live streams regularly. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we got 12 and this is the off season. Yeah, it doesn't sound very impressive, but that's pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, we're plugging away. Yeah, they're talking about syndicate. What's up, David? Yo, David. What's up, David Caldeck? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're having a good start to your day, bro. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I wanted Miller too, bro. Let's go, Brandy Coffee, guys. Like, subscribe to all the things and stuff, opening of the show, and then we'll quickly get through this.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
You know, Brent, dude, I'm totally fine with us taking Uar in the 5th or 6th round, honestly, because like you say, I'm going to take a step farther. He is the steroids. He is not a steroid who takes steroids. I am the steroids. I'm happy with the Miller pick. I think fans made a big deal out of Monroe Freeling because of his personality, not his tape. Yeah, Patrick, and that like obnoxious frame and Raz score. But that is what I kept trying to tell you guys, dude. It's like there was far more tape on Miller. You knew what you were getting. They were able to do more homework on the guy that they knew what they were getting with him. You know what I'm saying? Availability is the best ability. Yes, Freeling has this ceiling, all of this potential in the world, all great. Have I seen you do it? Have I seen you year after year get better and get better, get better? Because to a point, you can have all the potential in the world. And I need to unlock that next step, but you're not available. You're not on the field. I can't unlock you if you're not on the field. If you're on the field, I at least have a puncher's chance at unlocking your potential. And personally, I think Miller's hitting his stride right about the time he needs to be hitting his stride. And not for nothing, guys, I did tweet this out. You seen him with the old, not at the draft day coverage with the quarter zip. Bro's going to have a 16-year, 9 All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl career. You know what I mean, bro? He just hits that right down the old stereotypical, O lineman. Just his name should just be O line. You know what I'm saying? The kid Joseph Dion was one of the original people to do it, and people saw a 15-year-old high school student doing it, talking lines on YouTube, and jumped on. Yeah, dude, Joseph Dion. And I think wasn't he like actually becoming like a scout? You know what I'm saying? My channel is so small, certified, came up with something good. I encourage people, please talk about this. Just give me some credit. Talk about it on your channel, but say, hey, I heard it so far. Yeah, dude, for sure. I am the liquor, Randers. I am the liquor, dude. Miller's RAS score was 9.9. Freeling's was 9.99. Yeah, I know. That's what it kind of came down to was, people are 9.999. And I'm like, yeah, dude, but Miller had, like you say, a 9.9, and I have 4 years of tape. I have 54 games of tape that I can watch. I'll know exactly what I'm getting, and I'm willing to bet that Hank Fraley is already has a plan. He already had it implemented before the draft even kicked off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dion's legit, dude. Dion is legit. I don't talk shit about Dosa Dion. That kid's legit. Yeah, he's for real. Miller's ranked 6th out of like 1,500 tackles in the last almost 40 years of being the 6th most athletic tackle. His RAS score was 6 out of 5. We made a bad pick on Miller. Yeah, for real. I just don't buy the bad pick talk. You know what I mean? Now, I will give you this. We're just going to talk about the Lions, guys. Not going to lie, we have an appointment this afternoon that I need to be getting to, so we're just going to kind of be speeding through the show a little bit. And not for nothing, I am fucking cooked. I am fucking cooked on the draft, guys. I am so ready to have a couple days off and just not, you know what I mean? Just unplug, just chill. So CBS Sports, the Detroit Lions, number 17 overall Lions, Balake Miller, offensive tackle out of Clemson. They're going to give us a grade C. Well, yeah, you guys are a bunch of cunts. Miller is an explosive and experienced offensive tackle who will fit in perfectly with the culture they built in Detroit. This likely confirms Penei Sewell to the left side, as Miller was a 4-year starter at right tackle. Why I went lower with this grade here is because it felt like the Lions prioritized readiness, given their tackle need, over best player available. Who? CBS and chat. Who would we have taken? Who is CBS saying is the best would have been the best player available? Lions prioritized readiness. Yes. Over the best player available. Availability is the best ability. Micro Mike, free a long time, said he liked being small content. Very glad to see in that kind of community. Then he did a 180 and says people are jealous of him. Oh, damn, for real? Oh, I was jealous. Nobody is jealous of me. That confirms that Miller will be a franchise player for the next 10 years. Hell yeah. Ability to start right away is what you need. Yeah. Patrick, yes. Yes. Exactly, dude. That's what we were trying to say. If you went Freeling, you're a year minimum. You went Finkel's Einhorn, you're a year minimum. And the beautiful thing about it, just because he can come in and play right away, just because he is ready, what does he have to do? What does he have to do first? He's got to beat out the veteran. And I don't mean Penei Sewell. I mean the guy that we spent money on in free agency. And what does that do? What does competition do, fellas? What does competition do? That's right. Iron sharpens iron. He can only get better. It can only make him better as a rookie. Day one. And like Brad Holmes said, I sleep well at night. I sleep well at night. You know what I'm saying? What's up, gibberish music? How you doing? Got that other I wanted? Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Lake has been them for like 2 years as an independent trail line YouTuber from Lake way longer than always, and he loves the Lions. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with Micro Mike, to be honest with you guys. The Miller pick was an important need for our future. Yes, David, yes. He is a future. He is a long time solution for our offensive line, dude. Him and you realize how young our O-line is now? Penei Sewell was young when we drafted him. The dude's like 18 years old now, and he's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? He is a long-time vet in the NFL. They should just change it to the Penei Sewell Offensive Lineman of the Year award instead of the Potty Award, you know? But, bro, Penei Sewell is like a vet on the team, and he's 12. We got these young guys who are going to play well. Yes, you know how much of a luxury it is now to go, oh, no. Fiddlesticks, fellas. The weak spot on our offensive line is Mormon Oak. That's the weak spot of your O-line? Come on, I'm very happy. I'm very confident. I'm very confident with the only question mark we have on the O-line is who's going to be our starting right tackle, not what are we going to do at right tackle. And, the weakest point is Mormon Oak. I'm very confident in his ability, especially with the competition of Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Which way is Jameer going to go, left or right? Doesn't matter. It's going to be a wide open lane for him either direction. Him and I actually served at the same time. Bases and no shit. Damn, Trippy, that's wild, dude. That's wild, bro. You thought we were gonna strike up there? I didn't know. Brent, I think Manu is going to. I think what we're gonna see now is the eventual transition of Manu into the Dan Skipper. You know, I think that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, Styles falling to Washington, Trippy. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, Raw is going to get his wish. We're going to gamble the house, strike up for Styles, you know? I was like, oh, fuck. Gibbs can run either way. Now our O-line will be strong. 100% it will, dude. Our O-line's going to be so freaking good, dude. Guys, let's look ahead, though. We have plenty of time. Between now and the start of the regular season, the start of training camps to discuss O-line, prospect play, how the guys are going to shake out, where we can look to see them plug in and play at. But what we need to now focus on is what are we going to do with the rest of our picks here, fellas? I completely agree with you guys, Reffy. You guys got to get over on Rumble, man. You got to get over on Rumble, dude. We got Brandy dropping dancing bananas in the chat over here on Rumble, dude. You guys got to check out Rumble. There is a link in my description of this video. It'll take you directly to my Rumble channel. Go over there, hit the subscribe or the follow button or whatever the hell it is. All right, it is a much more superior platform to YouTube. All right. I didn't get age restricted over there for talking about statistics about communists and their lifespans. Got smacked with that over here. That or talking about bone plugs. I'm not exactly sure. So we got to look at Lions day 2 and day 3 prospects, guys. I think that we are, look, crushed it. Round 1, crushed it. Absolutely fucking knocked it out of the park. Your boy couldn't be happier. Now's where it gets into a little bit of the nitty-gritty we have discussed, and I kind of lean into what Brent Supreme was saying. Using the number of roughly about 150 solid players in this draft, I do think that is a pretty fair number. Okay, you're really looking at the top 150. I'm going to go ahead and pull out 32 of those guys. All right, so here we go. Now we're down to about 3 real good rounds. Right? Real good rounds to get, some solid players, maybe a couple of diamonds in the rough. And then, we're looking at 6 and 7. We're taking swings on guys. I am the steroid, Uar Bernard, somebody like that. I'm cool with that, maybe we can get that Eric Gentry guy around 4 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not opposed to that per se. But we need to look at who's available, right? Who's available, what we're going to do in rounds 2. And I think that rounds 2 and rounds 3 are very money. I do think they are very money for the positions that the Lions need. Now, we do not have a 3rd-round pick. I do think we have capital, though, to go after somebody. And Brad Holmes, historically, is aggressive, right? And he's not afraid to deal away future 3rd-round picks. That's why we're in this pickle that we're in now. But we got 2 4th-rounders, got a little bit of ammo. We could strike up a little deal. But we have seen in the 4th round, there are some guys there. This 1st round has very much... I don't think the 1st round went in any way that we could have mocked. Okay, I had said time and time again that Cleveland was kind of the linchpin. They still proved to be the linchpin for the Lions pick, even though they traded out of 6. The Fano pick kind of really shifted and adjusted and really focalized the tackle prospects for the Lions. Then Proctor went to Miami. Big mistake. Big fucking mistake. I do not think that the Miami Dolphins have the culture. I do not think that they have the players in-house. And I do not think that they are the team that is in a position to take on a player like a Caden Proctor. When you are trying to rebuild, I don't think you take swings on gambles of players. Personally, yeah, if Proctor was at 17, I'm pretty sure Detroit would have taken Caden Proctor. But we are a franchise that has the institutional structure to keep him within his bounds, to potentially set him up for more success. And we can prove that point with a guy like Jameson Williams, right? Had a little bit of a not the most polished character, right? When he came into the league, right? The injury profile and the gambling with the suspension. And look how he's turned around now, right? And I still do really think, I genuinely think that J-Mo will eventually be the Lions nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I think that his arc from ghetto to hero is something that Hollywood should take a look at. You know what I mean? I do like J-Mo's ascension to being a good guy, right? But with Miami taking Proctor off our hands, we were able to kind of track it all. And then LA. LA taking I have no hate towards Ty Simpson. Very based. Ty Simpson, based. Dude's super based. I absolutely love it. So let's take a look here what the Lions can do at 17. Who do we have still on the board? Tim 20 Twin Man over here at DetroitLions.com, senior beat writer. Let's go. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Who are 10 prospects that the Lions could still be interested in? Guys, we have talked about a lot of these guys ad nauseum. I am going to be very honest with you. I was very surprised that Jacob Rodriguez made it out of the 1st round. I was. I kind of thought he was going to go to a team like Buffalo. You know what I mean? He's a Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Had elite production on also winning the Nagurski Trophy, Nation's Top Defender, the Lombardi Award, Nation's Top Linebacker, the Ben Bednarik Award, Nation's Top Defender, the Butkus Award, Nation's Top Linebacker, recorded 128 tackles, 11 tackles for a loss, 6 passes defended, 4 interceptions, 7 forced fumbles, and that was just last season. He could step in and compete for an open will spot. Guys, we go up plus to the right side of 40 and try and get Jacob Rodriguez? Do you see Rodriguez even making it to 40? I don't know, man. There are some guys here dude, the early second round. Fuck, man, the early second round is so money, dude. It is so money because you are getting those first round graded guys on such a reduced rookie scale. Dude, this is such the money round. Think Brian Branch, think Sam Laporta, okay? Don't think Josh Pascal. TJ Parker out of where? Clemson. You guys know I like TJ Parker. He was a 2.5-year starter at Clemson, where he was a consistent disruptor with more tackles for losses, 41.5, than games played, 39. Oh, nani. Hido takemasu yo. Nearly a third of his tackles were tackles for losses. He finished his collegiate career playing in 39 straight games and recorded 6 forced fumbles in 2024. Could you imagine the gruesome twosome of TJ Parker and Hutch? TFLs and strip sacks, dude. You might as well. Dude, if TJ Parker comes to the Lions in the second round, TJ Parker and Aiden Hutchinson might as well just open up a strip club, dude, because they're going to be getting so many strip sacks. It's going to be... We won't even miss Kirby Joseph if he's gone having INTs, because Hutch and Parker are going to be having strip sacks 6 a game. 6 a game. 6 strip sacks a game, dude. It's going to be... Poor little JJ. All right, we know EMW still out there from Toledo. Don't think he's going to make it to us. I really don't think he's going to make it to us. D'Angelo Pons, definitely a guy who has been mocked to the Lions. Pons plays much bigger than his 5'8", 182-pound frame might indicate. He's got elite ball skills to match his 4.3 speed and has experience playing on the outside and in the slot. He was flagged just once last season and had 12 passes defended. Number 5, Danny Denise Sutton, Penn State. Fun fact, excuse me, very under the radar when you look at the fact that he passed Matt Millen and Abdul Carter to finish number 6 on the school's all-time sack list with 23.5. He blocked 3 punts on special teams, which tied a single-season school record. You guys got 6'5", 250. It could be a very viable option for the Detroit Lions. I would not be mad about it. A little bit of a flyer here, guys. Emmanuel Pergnon out of Oregon after selecting Miller. The only real question mark the Lions have up front along their offensive line is that left guard. Well, unless you believe in Mormon Oaks like I do. Detroit's got good depth there, but adding a player like Pergnon could really solidify Detroit's O-line with a good mix of veteran and young talent for years to come. I understand the idea of wanting to take just keep drafting to your strengths. However, if I get into a position where it's like, hey, I could draft to my strengths, or I could draft an absolute baller at a position of need like a Denise Sutton, or you guys know I'm really all about TJ Parker now. I am all about TJ Parker's now my guy, dude, my guy. Let's go. Zion Young, he's a piece of shit, and I want nothing to do with him. Eli Stowers, the tight end out of Vanderbilt. I will not talk about tight ends who are not named Oscar Delp or Sam Roush. I do not want to give any credibility or possibility for that being an option. Gabe Yakas out of Illinois, guys. We've been mocking this cat quite often. A little bit of a special teamer here. A pass rush specialist, not a special teamer. Yakas is a 4-year starter with strong, sturdy frame and good athletic traits. He finished his Illini career second in school history in sacks with 27 and 9th in tackles for losses with 35.5. And then rounding out the 10 players available, linebacker Kyle Louise out of Pittsburgh. He's a former safety-turned-linebacker who will provide a creative defensive coordinator with a chess piece type hybrid player. If only there was a team somewhere in the 313 area code who absolutely loves those type of Swiss Army players. He was all over the field with a knack for finding the football. He recorded 182 tackles, 24 tackles for losses, 10 sacks, 50 pressures, 12 passes defended, 6 interceptions, and 2 forced fumbles over his final 2 seasons. So, yeah, look at you. In 2 years, you put together almost the same amount of production as Jacob Rodriguez did in 1. Very nice. Very, very nice. Mad Hatter Nation, we got about 10 minutes. I want to fly through a couple of rounds of this draft here. I'd really like to see Anthony Hill Jr. as a Lion. I believe Brad would value him over an edge rusher way more. And Anthony Hill can do a lot that TJ can do only from a few feet back. And Edward, I would, what I'm going to go ahead and say to you as we've been thinking about it. Yes, dude. Yes, Zion Young does need to be deported. Learn guard more while I have my A's unplugged, Jake. Hell yeah, dude. I like that. Edward, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're probably right. As much as I like TJ Parker, guys, what moves has Brad Holmes done that could indicate to us what we're going to do here? We've signed defensive ends. Multiple. We've signed a shitload of DBs that can play all over. We've only signed one linebacker. I am getting very much Brad's trying to move up to go after Jacob Rodriguez. And if not, am I off base with this? I want Jacob Rodriguez. But if my consolation prize at 50 is Anthony Hill Jr., yo. Y'all ever seen a 6'4", 230-pound honky doing backflips? Oh, shit, son. Yo, what's up, Raw? How you doing, man? Hey, dude, hey, to be fair, Raw, we've been having a few jokes, but we've been sticking up for you a little bit here, bud. Been having a few jokes. Having a few jokes, dude. Shit, who was it me and Edward or me and Jack that were talking about when Styles, or maybe it's Trippy, when Styles fell to 7, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, Raw is going to get his guy. We're going to trade up for Styles, dude. Yeah, come on, man. You're not disappointed, dude. We knew, bro, you can't be disappointed because we knew that was going to be the pick, bro. It might not have been who you wanted, bro, but like, dude, come on, man. We were all right. Guys, think about it. How many people in the Lions fandom were as boisterous and correct about the pick as Mad Hatter Nation? You, me, collectively, all of us, we were right. We knew who it was going to be from the beginning. As late as yesterday, collectively, we had said, who do you want? Well, I want this person. Who do you think? And we all said, Miller. We were right, dude. We were right, bro. Come on, man. We were all right. Was I conscious for a few hours? Yeah, Jack, that's what it looked like for me, bro. Yeah, dude, Brent, so you're getting that vibe that Rodriguez is who we want. You just think it was unnecessary? All right, that's fair, man. I get it, dude. I get it because what you described as what you viewed our positions of need. It makes sense, bro. I get it, dude. I totally get it. I love the pick. I love the pick, and I have just kind of been marching around beating my I was right drum, which is funny because nobody wants to hear it. To be fair, I got to give Kane some respects. He gave me some mad good shout-outs on Twitter, so shout out Kane. I do appreciate that, dude. It's going to be a 3-way camp battle, and if Borum or Manu win the starting job. Hey, guys, why are we projecting Manu to play right tackle when he came in and played for old Titty Decker? Why are we projecting Manu to play right tackle when he's historically played left tackle? He's just Penne's backup now, dude. Yeah. I think that taking Miller indicates to us that Manu isn't him. I don't think there's any competition with Manu now that I kind of think about it. I think Manu is probably going to be pegged more at your left tackle, right? Penny's obviously going to slide. There will be open competition between Borum and Miller, but that can only make them better. You know what I'm saying? Manu can go study what the game of football is. Hit the books, kid. Hell yeah. He might not be our left tackle, dude, but he played left tackle for us. You know what I mean? Manu to tight end. I called for that, dude. I said that a lot like a year ago. I was like, yo, Manu should play tight end, bro. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and launch into this. We're going to get rolling after it. We're going to do rounds 2 through 5. Just so you know, I did run a test on this. It's going to go ahead and do the first round for us exactly as it broke down. So we're just going to click on it and let it ride for right now. All right, as you can see, if you don't see, it's a bam, 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 exactly how it all went. Bam. All right, we are going fast just because I got shit to do. All right, just so you guys, you know, see Sadiq at 16, Simpson at 13. You see what I'm saying? You see, it followed the draft exactly. So there's no fuckery or tomfoolery. Yo, but for real, can we just stop for a second? Yo, the Vikings taking Caleb Banks at 18. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Yo, hey. Oh, never mind. McDonald win at 39. I was going to say, we could still get a guy like a Caden McDonald, you know. So McCoy is going to lead off the 33rd pick. The 49ers are going to grab Jermon McCoy. That's cool. Zion Young, enjoy that. Boston going to Buffalo. Good. Yeah, that's perfect. Enjoy that. Avion Terrell, trade up from Green Bay. Gross. Don't want that. The Giants beefing up their O-line. Hunter going over McDonald. Wow. Look at that. The Texas kids going to Houston and the Ohio State kids going to the Brown Eyes. Unfortunately, my guy TJ Parker goes at 40. I'm mad. I'm kicking the air. Oof. So this is actually kind of what I was thinking would happen when I was reading. I was like, man, the Jets kind of seem poised now with Ty Simpson off the board. The Jets kind of seem like they're just going to go all in on defense now. They're just going to load up, and a Jacob Rodriguez really kind of fits. And not for nothing, if you look at what Aaron Glenn did in the first 3 picks for the Jets this just last night, they went what'd they go? O-line, defensive line, and wide receiver, right? Or yeah, so they went David Bailey, which I don't think that's a good pick at 2. I think David Bailey's a reach at 2. Oh, then they went Sadiq. That's right. They went Sadiq at 16, and then Omar Cooper Jr. Okay, yeah. So follow me with this. The Jets, who are coached by Aaron Glenn of the Dan Campbell coaching tree, took a defensive end with the 2nd overall pick. They then took a high-value athletic tight end at 16 and then got a wide receiver at 30. Almost like Hutch, J-Mo, and Laporta. Gee, I wonder who he could possibly be mirroring his roster after. Oh, my gosh. A little bit of a run on linebackers here. C.J. Allen, Rodriguez, Keith Abney's going to be off the board. Josiah Trotter in the 2nd round. Damn, dude. Colton Hood, just so we're clear, guys, if we get into 40, so if this goes the way that it's going and you're seeing McDonald and Parker go 39-40, I do expect Dan Campbell to be trying to trade up. I would expect Dan Campbell to be calling for any number of these guys. I would really be going after Jacob Rodriguez. Trotter, I'm not mad. I wouldn't be mad about Trotter, but also I think that if Colton Hood has slid this far into the 2nd round post 40, Brad Holmes is trying to get his dirty little dick beaters on a Colton Hood or a Jacob Rodriguez if they're there post 40. I think we could reasonably strike up while maintaining a not giving away the barn. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here we are. We are looking at what the Lions have here. We got about 5 minutes here. We got to get going, guys. We got to make this pick. So in this situation, we're just going to do the 2nd round here, guys, and then I got to go. Who would we take? Who? Just pretend we're in this situation for real. We got a Cassius Howell, D'Angelo Pons, Gabe Yakas, Keontae Scott, Anthony Hill Jr., Hulky. All these guys are still here. It suddenly turns into 50. Wow, we have just a bounty of riches here. Holy shit, fellas. Oh, their arborists are doing... Oh, no, she's vacuuming. They were taking a tree down yesterday across the street. Noisier than shit. So I wonder if Raw is just being a smart aleck and trying to be facetious with that Manu talk. I don't know, man. I like Raw, dude. I like Raw. I like you too, Edward, though. See? I like both you guys. Manu is going to be battling for a position being the 53rd, 55th player. Yep. He's competing to be a Dan Skipper. I agree with you, Edward. I do. Or yeah, to the UFL, Mr. Tracy. That might be the better spot for him. Yeah, I think he's going to be competing for that Dan Skipper, the biggest troll in the NFL. What's up, Altanio Jenkins? How you doing? Who do you think we take in the second round? Well, that's what we're trying to figure out right now, bud. Text talk is killing me. You're good, dude. Can you suck a deek? Hell yeah. Probably guard, get Mahogany back on the wood shop. What's up, Mr. Fig? Fucking work had me, dude. You here now? Now you're happy with the pick at 17? Dude, I am over the moon. I'm over the moon, bro. I'm over the moon. We do got to get going, though, guys. So just who do we take in the second round here? I've heard a call for Pons. Do you guys like Pons? Do you like Yakus? Or do you like Hill? I like Halsey, guys. I like Halsey. I think you guys know I like Halsey. But you know what? Let's do what we talked about. We just talked about this. In this situation, the Detroit Lions will take Anthony Hill Jr. because he's a linebacker that we need. He can come off the edge that we need. He's a 2-for-1 pick. Guys, love it, love it, love it. Going to go ahead and pause this draft. Going to go ahead and zoom way back out. I do got to get going. Sorry, guys. I hate to be cutting it short. Not getting that big ROI today, bro. Sorry. Cash Howell's an interesting pass rush specialist, but he has line up wide, micro arms, but ridiculous moves. I mean, it might work, dude. It might work, bro. I kind of like I like what we did here, going Anthony Hill Jr. I think I talked myself into that. If you look at the moves we made through free agency, linebacker, yep. Raw is right. No, we are a little light at linebacker, dude. And if you're not sold on Derek Barnes, yeah, I can totally understand. I think we go Jacob. I think we're going after Jacob Rodriguez. I think the Lions are going to be aggressive, trying to get Jacob Rodriguez. But I'm totally comfortable with our consolation prize being Anthony Hill Jr. So I think you got some issues, Mr. Whistleblower. Hyperfixated on people in here. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. You guys are good, dude. It's all good, man. We're all hanging out. We're all Mad Hatter Nation, dude. We're all in it to win it, dude. Guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Tonight I'll be tweeting along as we go through our picks. Man, I really hope we come out of it with Jacob Rodriguez. And then tomorrow I'm hoping we get ourselves a little Sam Roush action, guys. So have a good rest of your week. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't call for bail because Lord knows I don't have it. Guys, it has been a wonderful draft process. We will be covering it all next week. We will be projecting, talking. We are going to be beating dead horses and chewing on the fat until the start of the regular season. But I'm here with you, and you're here with me, guys. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Until Monday morning, make sure you got that subscribe or turn the notification bell on. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video on your way out the door. I've been Hat and Beard. You've been attentive audience. Until next time, bonga bonga.